So, what are we going to be doing today? Well, it's related to this, and these. That's right, we have no brake lights. I learned this because I almost got rear-ended on the way home from driving to the park. And when I got home, I backed into the driveway and hit my brake lights, and I couldn't see the reflection off of the fence behind me there. So I kind of pushed harder on the brake pedal, and finally I pushed like I was going to be going off a cliff, and they turned on. So I bought these new brake light switches. So inside here are these, and they're a replacement for what's on there. 3-prong on this car, and 2 of them, it's redundant, so there's a front and a back. My suspicion is one is not working at all, and the other one is barely working, probably on the rear circuit, which has to be bled better anyway. That's my guess. But we'll take them off, replace them, and bleed the system and see what happens. The first step here is access. So we've got to remove this tire. No, the wheel. We're going to take the wheel too, not just the tire. But we're going to take this off, so we're going to jack up the car a little bit and get underneath there so we can access these easily. They're really super easy to get to, and we'll do it. So right here we've got the 2 switches, and thankfully the wires are in what are basically headlight plugs, you know, like you'd put into an H4. Of course, I'm going to be pulling them out, which means that the brake fluid's all going to drain out. So I'm going to put a pan underneath here and hopefully catch most of that. There's a hole right back there in the corner that'll probably go out, and so I'll put the pan down here and we'll catch that brake fluid. But you know, first step is super easy. We're just gonna reach in here and pull off the plugs. Ta-da! Look at that, we're halfway done. Now then we'll pull out the switches and we'll put new switches in. Super easy. I'll get the pan set up and you can watch. There, I made the light a little bit better too. Hard to get the camera in there and my body, but this is a 25 millimeter wrench, and we should yep. This isn't tough just because I have the camera set up. It's just a tight space in here. And I probably couldn't get a socket on here either. It doesn't look like. In there now. Nope, still too tight. And of course I want to be careful around all these brake lines. I don't want to bend on them unduly. So it just takes a little bit of time, one side at a time here. There we go. Still. There we go. I mean, you can't look at it and tell if it's bad or good or what, but there it is. One side. Oh, we're going to do two angles here. Okay. I think most of it's going to come up here. I think I need 2 buckets. Just a second, I've got a second one. That's what old coffee cans are for. And yeah, you should probably suck out your reservoir before taking these out. But you know what? They're all going to end up in the waste bucket anyway. But you know what? With it coming out like this, maybe I can get the new ones in there before all of it comes out. And we don't introduce as much air. He said with a question mark. There's dos. And the new ones, although not identical, look pretty close. There's that one. And that one. Finger tight's good enough, right? Now we'll get the wrench on this too. And I bet you anything, it's not. Ooh, well, you should have taken that bet. Exactly the same size. And a little bit easier to get a purchase on. And I think I'm gonna tighten this around until that top tab is pointing up again, like there. On that one. And this one I gotta do lefty. I don't know if I can get around another spin. I think I'll stop right there. They weren't super duper tight. They're pipe thread, I believe. And boy, there's some gunk in there. Yeah, they're a tapered thread, so if I get a little leak there, I'll go ahead and tighten it more, but I'll let this drip out, and I'll wipe it up and put the wires back on. I'll bring you back here in just a couple minutes. Well, while digging around in here, I found something else a little bit auspicious. Cut through wire. So I'll look at the wire diagram also and see if that connects to the other one, but that definitely could make a difference in your way the brakes are working. So I'll connect that, and that might make things better as well. I've got some butt connectors. We'll just put one in there. Okay, we got a nice splice on there, and we'll take that insulation back and we'll put some nice electrical tape on there, and we'll get this dress back up and back on. And there we are, back on. So I just hope that that wire there wasn't cut on purpose for some stupid reason, like, oh, this light's always on, so we'll just cut this one, it'll work fine. Yeah, this will work fine off one switch, but you really need two for redundancy, so maybe that switch was bad. I think this one was an original. That one looked like it was a replacement. Come down here, and there's two, oops, where are they? There, two different switches. This one here looks like a replacement, and this one has what looks like a date on it of 1271. So that one might be original. That one might be in a replacement, and so I wonder if this one that was on the front failed, so they just cut the wire to it and just were running off this one. But we'll see here in just a minute if this works. All right, I'm going to try and reach now with the limits of human stretching here, the brake pedal and the switch. There we go. And as soon as I start feeling pressure on the brake pedal, we have a brake light, which is awesome. So now people will see us when we stop. And it really wasn't that hard. Just a few tools, a jack stand for safety, and just a few minutes work. I think that was 8 minutes to pull those out and put the new ones back in, or 10 minutes, something like that. But not that hard of a job. I still need to bleed the brakes again. I don't see any leaks down there yet, but I will bleed the brakes, front circuit and then the back circuit, and we should be set. But that's about it. I'll put back on the tire, and we'll be done. But thanks for joining me today. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you would. I really would like subscribers. And let your friends know. Share it on your favorite Volkswagen Facebook page. That was a Freudian slip. But yeah, share it out there, and we'll see you next time when we're trying to figure out why the high beams don't work. That's the next big hurdle. Thanks, have a great day. I sillily said there weren't any more leaks. That one leaks a lot, so I'm just gonna tighten that up. Yeah.